My beloved child, listen closely, for this moment is no accident. You were meant to hear these words. I have seen your silent struggles, the battles fought in the depths of your soul, the questions that echo in your mind when no one else is around. You wonder if I see you, if I hear your prayers, if I truly care. Let me assure you now, before you even spoke, I knew your need. Before you shed a single tear, I was already reaching to wipe it away. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even when the world seemed indifferent, even when your heart ached under the weight of burdens too heavy to carry, I was there, walking beside you, holding you together when you felt like falling apart. Do not be afraid of what tomorrow may bring. I am already there, preparing the way, smoothing the rough paths and lighting the dark corners of uncertainty. What troubles you today is not permanent. The storm that rages will not last forever. Do not let your heart be consumed by worry, for I am greater than any trial, stronger than any force that seeks to break you. Trust in me, for my hands hold the power to turn sorrow into joy, despair into hope, and weakness into unshakable strength. I see the wounds you carry, the scars left behind by disappointment and betrayal. You have loved and been hurt, trusted and been deceived. You have given your all, only to feel as if it was not enough. But hear me now. Your worth is not measured by the opinions of others, or by the moments of rejection that have pierced your heart. You are precious to me, valued beyond measure. I have never abandoned you, nor will I ever. Those who walked away were not meant to stay, and what you lost was never meant to define you. I am leading you into something greater. I am restoring what was broken, breathing new life into places you thought were dead. Be still for a moment. Feel my presence surrounding you, wrapping you in peace that surpasses all understanding. You do not need to strive to earn my love. It is already yours. I have loved you with an everlasting love, one that does not waver, one that is not diminished by your mistakes. I am the God who redeems, who restores, who makes all things new. The shame of your past has no power over you anymore. The regrets that haunt your thoughts cannot chain you, for I have set you free. Walk in this freedom. Lift your head and see yourself as I see you, whole, loved, and chosen for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. There will be days when doubt creeps in, whispering that you are not strong enough, not worthy enough, not capable of overcoming. But those voices do not speak truth. My voice speaks truth, and I tell you now, you are more than a conqueror. You are called, anointed, and empowered. No weapon formed against you will prosper, for my hand is upon you, shielding you from harm. When the enemy rises against you, I will stand before you, and nothing shall prevail against my might. The path ahead is not without challenges, but do not let fear take root in your heart. When you grow weary, I will carry you. When you feel lost, I will guide you. When you feel like you have nothing left to give, I will pour into you until you overflow. There is no situation beyond my reach, no battle I cannot win on your behalf. My grace is sufficient. My power is made perfect in your weakness. Come to me, not with fear, but with expectation. I am your provider, your protector, your ever-present help. Let go of the burdens you were never meant to bear alone. Hand me your anxieties, your uncertainties, your deepest fears. Trust that even when you cannot see the way, I am making a way. Do not look back with regret or ahead with fear. Walk forward with faith, knowing that I am with you, now and always. The best is yet to come. I have declared it, and so it shall be, my child. Just as I call you to walk in faith, I call you to take action. If this word has stirred your heart, if it has lifted your spirit, then do this. Like this video, and subscribe to this channel. Let this message reach those who need it. Let my words spread to those still searching for hope. When you do this, you are not just clicking a button. You are taking part in something greater. You are sharing light in a world that desperately needs it. If you feel your faith has wavered, do not let shame silence your prayers. I am the one who restores, who rekindles the fire within you. When the embers of belief grow dim, do not be troubled by the weight of doubt, for even the mightiest of my servants have wrestled with uncertainty. Yet I did not abandon them, and I will not abandon you. When you call upon me, even in whispers, I hear you. When your heart aches for reassurance, I am already near, surrounding you with love deeper than the ocean, stronger than the foundations of the earth. You have fought battles unseen, endured wounds that others may never understand. But I, the Lord, have witnessed them all. I have counted every tear, felt every tremor of your weary heart. And I tell you now, your suffering is not in vain. The trials that once seemed insurmountable will become the very testimony that lifts others from despair. The enemy sought to break you, to steal your joy, to leave you empty and lost. But he underestimated the strength I have placed within you. He did not foresee that the very afflictions meant to destroy you would be the ones that refine you like gold in the fire. Do you not see it? Even now, transformation is taking place. Even in the waiting, even in the silence, I am moving. The enemy trembles at your perseverance. He hoped you would surrender, that you would give up before your breakthrough arrived. But you have held on. You have pressed forward when exhaustion threatened to consume you. You have lifted your eyes to me when all else seemed dark. And for that, I declare your season of sorrow is turning. Your time of mourning is shifting into a time of joy. The heavens rejoice over you, for you have chosen faith over fear, trust over despair. Do not allow the voices of discouragement to drown out my truth. The world may say you are unworthy, that you have failed too many times, that your destiny has slipped through your fingers. But I say otherwise. I say you are chosen. I say you are redeemed. I say your purpose has not been erased, but is unfolding in ways greater than you imagined. What man calls impossible, I call inevitable. What seems lost, I restore. What appears broken, I make whole. Listen, my beloved child. I have not merely set you apart, I have equipped you. The trials you have endured have not weakened you. They have forged within you a spirit that cannot be shaken. You are not who you once were. The pain of the past no longer defines you. The chains that once held you captive have been shattered. Where there was rejection, I have placed acceptance. Where there was fear, I have instilled boldness. Where there was weakness, I have poured out my strength. And now, the time has come for you to rise. No longer will you walk with your head bowed in shame. No longer will you live as though you are unworthy of my blessings. I have clothed you in righteousness. I have adorned you with my favor. You will walk in the confidence of one who knows they are deeply loved. Your voice will carry power, for it will not be your words alone, but mine flowing through you. Your steps will bring light to dark places, for wherever you go, my presence will go with you. The world has yet to see the fullness of what I will accomplish through you. The story is not over. The doors that once refused to open will swing wide at my command. The prayers you thought had gone unanswered are already in motion. Every promise I have spoken over your life is sealed in eternity, and nothing can revoke what I have declared. Even now, divine alignments are taking place. People of purpose are being drawn to you. Opportunities are shifting in your favor. The favor of the Lord surrounds you like a shield. But I ask of you one thing. Do not forget who you are in me. Do not allow the distractions of this world to steal your gaze from my face. Keep your heart anchored in my word, and you will never be led astray. There will be moments when opposition rises, when voices of doubt attempt to shake your resolve. But remember, who can stand against you when I am for you? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No curse, no slander, no force of darkness can overturn what I have decreed. My beloved, the time of waiting is turning into a time of fulfillment. The breakthrough is not distant, it is near. The shift you have long prayed for is at hand. But do not fear when things begin to change. Do not resist the new things I am bringing into your life. Some relationships may fade. Some doors may close. Some familiar places may no longer feel the same. But trust me, it is all part of my plan. I am making room for the blessings I have stored up for you. I am clearing the path so that nothing hinders your steps. Now, let joy fill your spirit, let gratitude rise from your lips. You are stepping into a season of abundance, not just in provision, but in wisdom, in peace, in divine encounters that will mark your life forever. You will walk in rooms you once thought were beyond your reach. You will see mountains move that once seemed immovable. And through it all, you will testify of my goodness, for I have done what only I can do. Rest in this truth. My love for you is unchanging. My plans for you are good, and my promise to be with you, to guide you, to bless you beyond measure will never fade. Walk forward with confidence, my child, for your greatest days are ahead. My voice is not distant, my presence is not fleeting. Even as you sit in quiet reflection, I am wrapping you in my boundless love. Feel the weight of my embrace, the warmth of my breath upon your soul. I am here, always here. You need not search endlessly, nor question my nearness. Have I not promised to remain with you through every storm, every season, every moment of doubt? I am the steady hand upon your shoulder, the whisper that reassures when all else feels uncertain. Let go of the burdens you have carried alone for too long. They were never meant to be yours alone. Do not let guilt or regret weigh you down. For I have not called you to live in sorrow, but in hope. I see the secret wounds, the disappointments you rarely speak of, the battles fought in silence. I have not overlooked them. No suffering escapes my notice, and no tear is shed in vain. I am gathering them one by one, transforming them into something beautiful. You may not see it yet, but soon you will understand. What once felt like devastation will become the foundation of your greatest testimony. Do not let the voices of the world deceive you. Some will tell you that you are not enough, that your past disqualifies you, that your future is uncertain. Others will try to dictate your worth, measuring you by standards that were never meant for you. But hear me now, child. I am the one who defines you. I call you chosen. I call you beloved. I call you redeemed. No human opinion, no mistake, no failure can rewrite the identity I have placed upon you. Rise in confidence. Walk boldly in the identity I have given you. You are not weak, nor are you forgotten. You are not abandoned, nor are you forsaken. You are my masterpiece, crafted with divine intention. Every scar, every lesson, every moment of refinement, it all serves a purpose in the story I am writing for you. You may not yet see the full picture, but trust that I am shaping it with my own hands. If your faith wavers, do not be afraid. Even my strongest warriors have stumbled. Even my most devoted followers have had moments of doubt. I do not condemn you for these struggles. I strengthen you through them. Each question, each moment of uncertainty is another opportunity for me to show you my faithfulness. Let your doubts draw you closer, not further. Bring them to me, and I will answer with a love that leaves no room for fear. My child, there are still mountains ahead, paths that may seem difficult to travel. But do you not see? I have already gone before you. I have already laid the stepping stones beneath your feet. Each challenge will be met with my provision. Each hardship will be overcome by my grace. There is nothing ahead of you that I have not already prepared you to face. I see how weary you have been. The world has demanded much of you, draining your strength, leaving you to wonder if you can continue. But I say to you now, yes, you can, not by your own power, but by mine. My strength will carry you when yours runs dry. My spirit will uplift you when exhaustion takes hold. Rest in me. Breathe deeply in my presence. Let me restore you. And when you rise again, when you step forward once more, do so with assurance. Your past does not bind you. Your failures do not define you. The road ahead is filled with my goodness, my mercy, my divine favor. Walk with expectation, knowing that I am the God who fulfills promises. Even now, I am working miracles in places you cannot yet see. I am orchestrating breakthroughs, aligning circumstances, bringing together the right people at the right time. Doors will open, healing will flow. The answers you have long sought will come, not in rushed desperation, but in perfect divine timing. Be patient, my child, for my plans are never late. Do not be afraid to step into new seasons. Do not cling to what I have asked you to release. Some things, some people, some places were only meant to be part of your journey for a time. Let go without fear. What I have prepared for you is greater, richer, more fulfilling than what you leave behind. Trust me. I do not take without giving. I do not close doors without preparing a better one to open. Look around you. See the signs of my presence woven into your life. The moments of unexplainable peace, the small victories, the unexpected provision. These are not coincidences. They are whispers of my love, reminders that I am always working on your behalf. I am not distant. I am not indifferent. I am not silent. Every time you call upon my name, I hear you. Every time you seek me, you will find me. My love does not falter, nor does it waver. It is steadfast, unshakable, eternal. And so I ask you now, beloved one, will you believe? Will you trust? Will you let go of fear and embrace faith? Stand firm, speak boldly, walk forward. You are mine, and I am yours forever. Come back tomorrow. I have more to share, more to pour into your heart. My voice will still be here, calling you deeper into my presence. I will never stop speaking. I will never stop loving. I will never stop guiding. Rest in this truth tonight. I am with you. I will always be with you. I will cause rivers to flow where you once saw only desolation. I will bring forth an oasis of abundance. I will transform your barrenness into a field of harvest. Do not say in your heart, but I have lost too much. I have wasted too many years. I am the God who restores what was stolen. I will return in greater measure what was broken. I will mend with my own hands what was delayed. I will bring forth in its appointed time. Beloved, let go of the heavy weight of regret. Stop tormenting yourself over decisions you cannot change. You are not meant to live shackled by what ifs and if onlys. I am not a God of condemnation, but of redemption. Even now, I am weaving beauty from your ashes, purpose from your pain. Will you trust me? Will you allow me to take the remnants of your past and shape them into something far beyond what you imagined? I know the depth of your longing, the silent prayers you have whispered into the night, the desires you have buried for fear of disappointment. I have heard them all. Not a single petition has been lost. My timing is not your timing, but my ways are perfect. Do not despair if you do not yet see the fulfillment of what you seek. I am preparing something greater than you expect. Let your heart be steadfast. Do not let anxiety choke your faith. The enemy desires to see you paralyzed by fear, but I say to you, stand firm, hold tightly to my promises. When the winds of doubt attempt to shake you, remember that I am your foundation, unshaken and eternal. Have I not already proven my faithfulness? Look back on your life. See the moments when you thought all was lost, yet I provided a way. Recall the days when sorrow threatened to consume you, yet I lifted you up. I was there in your darkest nights, cradling you when no one else knew your suffering. I have not abandoned you then, and I will not abandon you now. You have questioned why certain doors remained closed. You have wondered why I did not allow some prayers to be answered in the way you desired. But beloved, I see beyond what you can see. What you thought was rejection was my protection. What you viewed as a loss was my redirection. If I had allowed you to walk through every door you knocked upon, some would have led you to destruction. Trust that I have shielded you, even when you did not understand. I have seen the betrayals that wounded you. I have witnessed the moments when you felt discarded and unseen. My heart ached with yours. But dear one, do not allow bitterness to take root. Do not let the actions of others define your worth. You are not what they said about you. You are not the lies they spoke. You are my beloved, my treasured creation, handcrafted with intention. Those who walked away, let them go. Those who belittled you, forgive them. They do not hold your destiny. I do. Do not waste another moment grieving over those who never saw your value. I will bring into your life the ones who will cherish you, who will uplift you, who will recognize the gifts I have placed within you. Be patient. Do not settle for less than what I have planned for you. I am the God who makes all things new. Even now, I am shifting circumstances in your favor. Where you see impossibility, I see opportunity. Where you see dead ends, I am carving new paths. Do not limit me with your doubts. My power is not restrained by human reasoning. Miracles are still in motion, even when you cannot yet perceive them. Listen, beloved. Be still. Silence the noise of your worries and lean into my presence. Let my voice be the loudest in your heart. The world will tell you to strive, to fight, to prove yourself. But I say rest. Rest in the certainty of my love. Rest in the knowledge that you are already accepted, already chosen, already enough in my eyes. Lay down the burdens you were never meant to carry. Place your anxieties into my hands. I am your provider, your protector, your healer. There is nothing too broken that I cannot restore, no wound too deep that I cannot heal. The weight of the past does not define your future. I am the one who holds your future, and it is good. Now rise. Lift your head. Walk forward in the confidence of my promises. You are not forsaken. You are not forgotten. You are mine. And I will lead you into the fullness of joy, into the peace that surpasses understanding, into the destiny I have crafted for you since before the foundation of the world. Come, beloved. Take my hand. Let us journey forward together. In the morning, as the first light kisses the horizon, know that I am there, waiting for you to rise. Each dawn is not merely the passing of another night, but a divine invitation, a new chapter unwritten, filled with possibility. Breathe deeply, my beloved. Inhale the promise of a fresh beginning. Exhale the burdens of yesterday. My mercies are new every morning, an ever-flowing river of grace, washing over your soul. You may hesitate, still entangled in yesterday's worries. You wonder, will this day bring more sorrow? Will I be strong enough to face what lies ahead? Hear me, dear one. I have already gone before you. I have walked the path you now tread, and I have cleared the way. Every obstacle, every challenge, every unforeseen turn, I am there, guiding, steadying, shielding. Fear may try to creep in, whispering doubts in your ear, but do not give it space in your mind. Instead, declare boldly, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?" Yes, trials will arise. Storms will come, some gentle drizzles, others fierce tempests. There will be moments of exhaustion, when your spirit feels stretched beyond its limits. But in those moments, my strength becomes yours. Do not rely on your own might, for it will falter. Instead, lean into me. I am your refuge. When the waves crash, when the winds howl, when the ground beneath you trembles, stand firm. You are anchored in my unshakable love. There are days when you will feel unseen, as though the world passes by without noticing your struggles. Loneliness may tighten its grip, convincing you that you are forgotten. But listen to my voice. I see you. I have always seen you. Before you took your first breath, before the world knew your name, I had already inscribed it on the palm of my hand. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are known, cherished, deeply loved. When you feel misunderstood, when your heart longs for companionship, do not let despair take root. I am the God who places the lonely in families, who orchestrates divine connections in perfect timing. Trust me with your relationships. Let go of those who have walked away, for their absence is not a loss, but a divine redirection. And be patient. Those who are meant to walk with you will come. When they do, you will know they were sent by me. There will be seasons when I ask you to wait, and waiting can be painful. I see your impatience, the longing for doors to swing open, for prayers to be answered immediately. But waiting is not a punishment. It is preparation. It is in the waiting that I refine your heart, strengthen your faith, and align your desires with my perfect will. Do not despise these quiet seasons. They are the soil from which your greatest blessings will bloom. Even now, my hand is moving in ways you cannot see. Threads are weaving together a masterpiece you will one day behold in awe. If I revealed it all at once, it would overwhelm you. Trust that I am working. Trust that I am faithful. My timing is flawless, and when the moment is right, you will step into the fullness of what I have prepared for you. Until then, walk in faith, not by sight. Do not let circumstances dictate your joy. Do not let temporary hardships steal eternal promises. Rejoice, even when the answer is still unseen. Sing, even when the night is long. Worship, even when your heart is weary. For it is in these moments that your faith becomes unbreakable. And as you go about your days, be mindful of my voice. I am not distant, speaking only in grand revelations. I am near, whispering in the quiet, nudging in the small moments, in the kindness of a stranger, in the beauty of creation, in the peace that settles over you when you least expect it. That is me. I am with you always, not just in the extraordinary, but in the everyday. Do not seek me only in the crises. Do not call upon me only when trouble arises. Walk with me daily. Speak to me in the mundane, in the stillness of the morning, in the routine of your life. Invite me into your every moment, and you will find joy where you least expected it. And now, my beloved, hear this. I am not finished with you, not even close. The dreams I have placed in your heart are not illusions. They are glimpses of the future I have written for you. Do not abandon them. Do not let discouragement convince you they were never real. What I have promised, I will bring to pass. Keep moving forward. Keep believing. Yes, there will be opposition. There will be voices that tell you to give up, that you are unworthy, that you are not capable. But they are lies. You are more than capable, because you do not walk alone. My spirit empowers you. My wisdom guides you. My presence sustains you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No obstacle will be too great. No enemy will prevail. You are my child. You are victorious. You are loved with an everlasting love. Now stand tall, lift your head, and walk forward with confidence. For I am with you always. And when you doubt, when you struggle, when you feel weary, come back to these words. Let them remind you of who you are. You are mine, and I will never let you go. Now go, my beloved, and live in the fullness of my promises. As you walk forward, let your heart remain steadfast in my truth. Do not allow distractions to pull you away from my voice. The world will clamor for your attention, tempting you with fleeting pleasures, false securities, and empty promises. But I am the only constant, the only foundation that cannot be shaken. When all else fades, I remain. When all others abandon, I stay. When all roads seem uncertain, I lead. Yes, my dear child. I see how sometimes doubt creeps in, like a slow-moving fog, dulling the brilliance of your faith. You wonder if you truly heard me, if the promises whispered in your spirit were real or just hopeful illusions. Let me assure you, every word I have spoken over your life stands firm. My promises do not waver with time. They are not like the shifting sands that erode with each passing tide. No, My words are like the mountains, immovable, unyielding, eternal. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that I am the artist, and the masterpiece is still unfolding. There will be moments when you feel weary, when your soul longs for rest, but rest seems elusive. I see the burden of unspoken struggles, the weight of silent battles fought behind closed doors. Know this: I am your refuge. I am the shade in the heat of affliction, the strong tower that cannot be shaken. When the pressures of life become too much to bear, do not run to temporary escapes that leave you emptier than before. Run to me. Collapse into my presence. There you will find the renewal your soul desperately craves. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, do not define your worth by earthly standards. The world measures by achievements, by outward beauty, by the fleeting approval of others. But I, your Creator, see beyond all that. I see your heart. I see the depths of your being, every longing, every sorrow, every triumph. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible to me. Even when you feel unseen, I am the one who watches over you with unwavering devotion. Take courage, my beloved. Lift your eyes and see that I am doing a new thing. Even now, in the places where you see only barrenness, I am planting seeds of transformation. There will come a day when you will look back and marvel at how I turned your mourning into joy, your ashes into beauty. You will see how even the painful chapters were woven into a testimony of redemption. Nothing has been wasted. Every tear, every disappointment, every detour, none of it was in vain. Now, my child, let us talk about fear. Fear has gripped you too often, stealing your peace, clouding your mind with what-ifs. What if I fail? What if I'm not enough? What if I am rejected? But I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you power, love, and a sound mind. You were not meant to live in the shadows of worry. You were designed to walk boldly, knowing that I am with you. Do not be surprised when trials come. Even those who walked closest with me, Abraham, Moses, David, Peter, Paul, faced storms that tested their faith. But in every storm, I was there. I parted seas, shut the mouths of lions, brought dry bones to life. And I will do the same for you. Not one moment of hardship is overlooked. Not one cry is unheard. Hold fast, for the night is not eternal. Morning is coming, and with it, my mercies, fresh and abundant. When you feel weak, remember, my power is made perfect in your weakness. You do not have to be strong all the time. You do not have to have all the answers. I am your strength, I am your wisdom. Let me carry what you were never meant to bear alone. Now go forth, my child, with confidence, with joy, with the unwavering assurance that you are deeply loved. And remember, no matter what comes, no matter where life takes you, you are never alone. I am with you always. Amen.